what we'll do in the next minutes. We'll do some interviews with our head of motorsport, Mr. Armin Christen, and for sure with our team manager, Olaf Manthey, and we have all 6 factory drivers here who will race the car at the 24 Hours Le Mans in the first 2 races of WEC. And for sure we will take this off and do the unveiling of the car. I can tell you, we got the car ready in this very special livery. We'll tell you a little later on Friday. We put it in the photo studio last weekend and then brought it here, so it's a brand new car. This afternoon, you told me, it's a very special feeling to see Porsche Motorsport trucks right behind the pits. Not supporting customer teams, but really in front of the pits again since 15 years. Was it a very special feeling for you?
It was not just special, it was really highly emotional to see 2 beautiful white trucks with the Porsche Motorsport logo on it. For the first time since 1998, to have a factory team racing not only for 1 or 2 races like we did it with the GT3R hybrid, but for an entire series, including the 24 Hours of Le Mans. And at this point I would like to give a very special thank you to Gerard Neveu and his staff that they allowed us today here at the official WEC test event to have the launch and the presentation of this car.
So I've been waiting for a full factory team for Le Mans for 15 years. Why to come back in 2013?
I mean, who knows a little bit about the history of Porsche in the 911, and you see it also over there, there's the 911 and the 50. 2013 is the 50th anniversary of the presentation of the 911. It took place at the Frankfurt Auto Show in September 1963. So this year is our big anniversary for the 911, and how better could we actually celebrate that than with a racing program, because the 911 is racing, it's the core of our brand. It has won 32 class victories at Le Mans, including 2 overall victories. One was, I put it into the calculation, 935 in 1979 with Klaus Ludwig and the Whittington brothers. And then the last factory effort that we had at Le Mans with the 911 GT1 in 1998. So yeah, it was the best way of having this anniversary ceremony.
Welcome guys. Patrick, since 15 years, the first real factory team, Porsche doing full season. How is it being a part of it? Proud?
Yeah, really proud to drive for this team, to be a part of this team. It's an honor for me, and I think for all the factory drivers to be a part of the Porsche AG Team Manthey. It's a big challenge for everybody, but everybody works pretty hard on this project. Give a lot also of passion in this project, and I'm really waiting for the first race and for the WEC Championship, and especially for Le Mans, because it's the main goal for the season for sure is to win this race.
Factory drivers are not only driving races, they are helping the team to develop the car. Timo, Bernhard, how much impact of you is into the new car? How much could you contribute to the development?
For sure the driver plays a big role also to develop a new car, especially when we develop from scratch like we did with the 911 RSR. So the driver role is also to give the input from the cockpit, from inside the cockpit, either if it's a small switch or if it's really the behavior of the car. But in the bottom line, it's motorsport is a team sport that really has to work between the drivers, the engineers, the designers and the mechanics. And I think here we had a really good mixture, and which brought us very far, and I'm really looking forward to the new season.
American Le Mans series for a very, very long time. Now joining the factory drivers, they all have, Johnny, you have seen it, the complete full new look, full new overalls, special 911 RSR design. How does the car handle? How does it drive? How does it feel?
Well, it's still a 911, and that's a good thing about it. Obviously, the engineers put a lot of work in it and making the car look better, and hopefully it's a little better than the 997 and more competitive, so we can challenge for the wins in Le Mans and then the WEC Championship.
Hopefully. Everybody of you who's following WC for sure knows Mark Lee. He was racing last year with Team Manthey Proton. So Mark, can you compare last year's car with the new 911 RSR?
Well, I think as Hartmann and Kristen also mentioned, it's a big step from our side. We have a longer wheelbase with double wishbone in the front, new gearbox. It's a big step. Also aerodynamic-wise, the car is a lot different to drive than last year. It's a completely new style for us, a new challenge for everybody. So it's a good step forward, and we are looking forward to exciting times ahead.
I think especially to French media, I don't have to introduce Romain Dumas together with Timo Bernhard won Le Mans 24 hours overall. Maybe you can explain us what is so special, what is so fascinating about the 24 hours of Le Mans?
Yeah, well, that's a great question, you know. I think, first of all, all the factory driver dream of this race, dream to win this race. I think it's one of the biggest, or the biggest when you are French, a 24-hour race in the world. Yes, with Timo we had the chance to win this race in 2010, but actually Timo won in GT this race, but I never won in GT. So I can tell you, we will see that if it's easier to win overall or to win the GT class, but with this car we had a good chance, and I really hope to put this line, the GT line, in my CV.
I'm pretty sure Richard Leeds wants to help to win Le Mans in GT, plus he already won. And he was competing together with Mark Lee last year in the 911 GT3 RSR at the WC. What is so special about this series? How is it traveling around the world, driving a real world championship at really exotic places and different continents?
Well, of course, it's very nice to travel around and see nice racetracks, but I think at the moment it's the most important market for the manufacturer, so I think it's really clever to go to Asia and all these markets. And to show your product there, and that's why we're doing it. And of course, I want to help to win the race in Le Mans, but also the other races in WC is very important, and I think the championship is going in the right direction. And yeah, let's see how we are doing, but for sure we will push it like that.
So, before we can start testing, we have to do something. We have to. I go back a little bit. Because we want to show you our new car for WC and the 24 hours of Le Mans 2013. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the new 911 RSR. We have drinks, we have food, we have many people, I think you have many questions, so we're switching over to the informal part of our presentation. Feel free to ask for interviews, to ask all the questions.
Einmal meine Kamera kurz.